Hello everyone, this is Gorax. In today's video, I will show you an ice team against Mekkatorque, the endgame boss for Season 2 in Otherworld Exploration. And we're going to use Drizzt, who people were saying is a bad hero back in Season 1 and Dungeons & Dragons collab, and he just rocked this boss. Let's go over the team. Now, I'm going to save this damage, as this is my highest damage on this boss. Even with other teams, I couldn't be close. And we're gonna go to the Grave of Wrath so I can walk you over the team. So here is the team. I'm going to use Drizzt, as I said, main damage dealer. I'm really happy with him. This is not a free-to-play friendly team when it comes to the artifacts, but this is my main account, so I want to be competitive here. I'm using Drizzt with Downpipe Organ to boost my range damage dealers, and I'll tell you why in a second. I'm using Gambler set on Drizzt to basically proc extra hits when he does his ultimate, as well as he's got quite fast auto attacks, which we reduce a little bit, and this helps us stack the damage. With his Panther, we also have a little bit of extra AoE damage here from his skill, and yeah, basically really solid hero. I mean, yes, he's melee, he can be used in quite a lot of content, but it is a second time where he actually shines at the end game. He did shine in Season 1, for me. He's shining here again in Season 2. As you can see, quite big build when it comes to attack and stats, 95%, 5.5 thousand attack, runes, attack, crit damage, crit rate on the gloves with crit damage everywhere. As you can see, attack percentage. We're looking for attack percentage, crit rate, crit damage on every piece possible of the equipment. We are aiming for around 50k HP. This helps us survive the whole battle despite us having support. So let's go over the second damage dealer, which is Rowena, our epic hero. We use Eyeball of the Giant with Inventor set. I don't have that many sets, so yeah, Inventor set is actually works better than the Warlord set that gives us haste and damage. And we go for crit rate, again, huge crit rate and crit damage. We're gonna use a crit damage increase aura, so this is why we want crit damage and crit rate on all of our heroes. We go with crit damage rune, attack crit damage on the gloves, because we have so much crit rate elsewhere. As you can see, I have like double, triple rolls. So we can afford that, and this helps us to do tremendous damage. I'll go over the timing soon, so you will be able to understand this. Our debuffer, which is Rava. Rava's here to apply Witch's Remain, and we're using Emperor set on her. This is the set I meant. So we got a little bit of haste and quite a lot of damage. She will dish out. You could see that at the screen there. Accuracy, we need 230 accuracy. And again, crit rate, crit damage. And try to get like 3,500 of attack as well. Plus we'll get this attack from Drizzt. So all of them will do more damage. And yeah, we're basically using her for this. This will help us to keep debuffs on the enemy team, which will give us an increased damage as well. And our supports are Drizzt. She's basically enough to heal. You can bring someone to help her, but I'll go over that in a second. So Drizzt, fully haste. We got the Garius set, so we want to reduce the cooldown on this skill as much as possible, and I'm running 99 haste, triple haste on single rune, and 1 haste on this rune. We also want attack speed on it. I mean, it's not much, but it helps, at least if you can get like 1 extra auto attack per cast. It's amazing. That means extra healing. And we have Ancestral set with defense everywhere. We want as much defense as possible because that scales with heals. And as you can see, this cooldown is really, really low. But we also have a low cooldown on her battle skill, which heals and grants defense up as well. Reduces the recharge time for the target's next battle skill, right? So this is important because we're casting ultimate at certain times, but the battle skill can happen more often. And then the last, Rose. There are a few other options you can run. I run Rose because I need someone with Cyril set and defense down from the crown, which is an extra debuff, which gives us a 10% increased damage on top of applying the debuff. And we have attack penalty, recharge speed penalty, and we're healing a lot, right? So that's basically the idea on that team here. If you don't have Rose, there are a few other options quite viable, I'm not gonna lie. You can use Fessa, yeah. Fessa will help you with damage mitigation. If she blinds, the boss does 30% less damage. If she does recharge speed penalty, then we do 10% increased damage. On top of everything else that she's doing. If you don't have Fessa, you might consider going for Sagomir. Sagomir has attack penalty, accuracy penalty, so that's 2 debuffs, which will increase our damage. He also grants ultimate energy. So if you put Ardref first, then you put Sagomir, he will give the carrot to Ardref, so that means her ultimate will have an even higher upkeep. And these are a few viable options. Obviously, you can bring any other healer, really. But the reason why Rose is so good is because she also applies debuffs which increase the damage our team does. And this team can do a lot of damage, as you could see. I mean, even if you take Rose out, I think you'll be able to do 200 million damage, because the 16 million over 200 million that I've done, that is with 90% damage reduction on the boss, because once you hit 200 million threshold, that's you, okay? And the fight is pretty simple. We play everything on auto with these timings. So what we're doing here is we want Rava to cast the ultimate, give it a little bit of time for the ticks to apply defense down, and then we follow with our damage dealers, right? So we follow with Drizzt ultimate, and we follow with Rowena's ultimate. Both of our supports are casting their skills manually on default whenever, because she will be casting that constantly, and we want attack penalty on the boss as often as possible to mitigate the damage later on, as well as keep ourselves healed up. Because remember, we got Gary's staff on Ardref, so if Rhodes heals them all back up to max HP, Ardref will grant them shield, and this is why this team works so well. I know it's not free-to-play friendly, but this is an end-game content, so we want to be competitive, and those who have those heroes can try and recreate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, bye!